So we're gonna go do some singing now, right?
Oh,
We're gonna
Lord.
look at some of these
Hey, look,
machines and maybe make
I
some
don't know if
bids.
many people on that camera's heard of Bad Motorcycle, but he's a bad motorcycle. Bun, bun, bun.
Hey! All right. You know what's great about a testimonial, especially when you got somebody like Steely over here, is the rawness, the realness. There's too many scripted stories out there where people are reading from teleprompters. It comes off robotic. Not today. Today is real, unrehearsed, no practice whatsoever. I just met this young man and I'm already laughing at all of his jokes. He says we're gonna have to edit most of this out because of the things he wants to say. But I have to learn more about your relationship with Revelation Machinery and what they've been able to do for you, Steely.
Well, when we first talked to him, we were trying to decide what auction company to use, and Revelation was one of them, and then another one of their competitors. But they came highly recommended from one of the best salesmen that we had ever dealt with, and I put a lot of confidence in that. And then when we hung up the phone from talking with Tanner the first time, I looked at my wife and I said, "What do you think?" And she said, "You know, I think they're the ones." And I said, "I pretty well know they're the ones." Now, we didn't let Tanner know that, but we knew that we were going to go with them. And the reason why was the transparency and the integrity that he portrayed just in the one phone call. We actually had 2 machines sold for a certain amount before the auction, and I talked to Tanner about that, and he had he was going to send, I think, one of their people down to determine what equipment and what the dollar amount was for it. But I told him that we had 2 of them sold for a certain amount, and he said, "Steely, this is what I think. I think you ought to sell those 2 machines because I don't think we can get that for them." And that told me something about the integrity and the character and the willingness to be a partner when they do the auction with you. It's not just for them, it's for the well-being of everybody involved. And I just really sensed that. And I told him at that time, I said, "No, I don't feel like that's right. And we're going to leave them in and pursue it, and come on down and get your evaluation done, and let's start the process." And so that's how it all got started. And I really firmly believe that Tanner and the whole team that he's put together is one of the best teams that you could get in an auction environment.
Steely, that's amazing. I want to continue walking because I kind of want to pull, if it's okay for you, because I have you on camera, because of your wisdom, your years of experience, but my understanding of this specific part of the industry. I was a machinist for quite a while, an international consultant for quite a while, but what I'm understanding from this side is when people are ready to auction, a lot of times they're feeling really vulnerable, and oftentimes vultures will come in and take advantage of that vulnerability. So my question to you is, you mentioned you knew that Revelation was the one, that Tanner was the one, and it was about that authenticity, right? That connection, that realness that he brought to the table to make you feel comfortable. And I'm not saying you felt vulnerable, but a lot of times in this buying and selling auction type, a lot of people are in over their head. This business has just been, there's just lots of different puzzle pieces or switches to the Rubik's Cube. What does that vulnerability, that transparency, that humanness mean to you in a relationship like that?
Oh, it just means so much, because you're talking about a livelihood of investments for me and my wife. We were a small business opportunity. She's 80% owner, and we had invested in the equipment. So you're talking about our nest egg of livelihood, and it was way below what we thought it would be, because it would have been better for us to sell right in the COVID period because equipment was so up. But the thing about Tanner, and when you're fooling with your livelihood like that, and your nest egg of what you can put in savings maybe, and try to live off the interest, it just means a lot that you've got somebody that's interested in your side of it also. And there's so many, I don't want to say vultures, but there's so many other people out there that'll come in and make a big offer to try to get your interest up, and this and that and the other. And then things just don't go the way they were. But from the get-go, it just meant a lot that, and I attribute it to God. And you know, a lot of people get turned off immediately when you say that, but if it hadn't been for him and the leadership with him, but the sense that the Holy Spirit puts in you when you hang up from a guy like Tanner, it just meant a lot to us. And knowing that he was a partner And that's what we tried to be. I think if you ask him, I did some things that he'll tell you that other people had never done. But I want it to be good for everybody involved when we do with that. And Tanner was one of the few that you felt that way with.
Amazing, amazing.
So I hope I answered that question.
You certainly did. Thank you for being vulnerable with me now, and also thank you for connecting to what matters to you and pulling on my heartstrings a little bit today as well. I think the audience has learned a great deal today. But last thing I'm going to ask you, Steely, is I hear you have the voice of an angel like Steely Dan. So we're going to go do some singing now, right? We're going to look at some of these machines and maybe make some
I don't know if
bids.
many people on that camera's heard of Bad Motorcycle, but he's a bad motorcycle. Button, button, button.
Hey! All right, my friends. That's a little bit of karaoke, a whole lot of raw testimonial. And this is my buddy Steely. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
All right.